All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Arakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, the Bayat Awadah, the House of David. So as we know, right, Venezuela got hit with two back-to-back major earthquakes, right? And hey, man, the Lord spoke about these things. We're living in some real serious times, man. We're living in some real beautiful times. We're at the door, man. We're at the cusp of Yahweh Shai's coming, man. You know, we are at the cusp of Yahweh Shai's coming. The days are being shortened. You know, time is moving fast. You know, all these things are happening, man. So, you know, without further ado, let's get into some scriptures, man. Okay, and then we're going to play the video for you. All right, so let me get Matthew real quick. Matter of fact, let's go and get this here in Numbers 23, one of my favorite scriptures in 19. Right? It says, Yahweh is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. Have he said, and shall he not do it? Or have he spoken, and shall he not make it good? Right. So the Lord gonna keep his the Lord gonna keep his promise. The Lord gonna when the Lord say something, he gonna make sure he do it. He gonna make sure it's fulfilled. You see? So all these things are going down, man, right in front of your face, man. We telling you, we're not joking, we're not playing. All right? We're not playing any games with you when we out on the highways and byways teaching this beautiful knowledge and wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. When we put up these lessons and videos, man. Okay? You see? Let me get the book of Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse number 1. I will stand upon my watch. That's right. And that's what we're doing. We're standing upon our watch. We always got our eyes out on everything according to prophecy. Right? And set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Right. Jump down to verse number 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, and it will not tarry. Right. So these things are not tarrying. All earthquakes and everything, and wars and rumors of war, all these things are not tarrying, man. They're happening. Okay, it's going on right in front of your face, man. All right, let me get this here real quick. Let me get this here. Okay, Sirach 39. Right, this is another one of my favorite scriptures. Right, it says, but he, Sirach 39:1, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies. Right, and we're occupied in prophecies. Right, let me get Revelation real quick, 19 and 10. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. You see, so we're indulged in prophecies, man. We are indulged in prophecies. We are speaking about nothing but prophecies and things that are happening, things that are going on. You see? Okay? It's straight up and down, man. All right? Straight up and down. Okay? Let me get the book of Luke. Luke 21. Right? Luke 21 and verse number 11. It says, in great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights, and great signs shall be from heaven. You see? All right, let me get Matthew 24. Matthew 24 and verse number 7. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. You see? Okay? Straight up, man. All right? Straight up and down. You know? And that's just a few scriptures that I wanted to, hit you with to open it up with. And, we're going to end it off with playing this video right here. and the things that went on with these major two earthquakes that hit Venezuela. Right? So it says Venezuela earthquakes, what we know so far, BBC News. Let's play it, and we're going to close up.
Good afternoon. Thousands of people are feared to have died after two massive back-to-back earthquakes hit Venezuela, the most powerful there for more than a century. Dozens of buildings have collapsed in and around the capital, Caracas, and a state of emergency has been declared. The official death toll is currently 164, but that is expected to rise significantly. Caroline Hawley has the latest.
This is the terrifying moment the disaster struck. Panicked passengers at the Simon Bolivar International Airport outside the capital, where part of the ceiling falls in. The two tremors came in quick succession, less than a minute apart. The second one, the strongest to hit Venezuela in over a century. It's a devastating blow to a country reeling from an economic crisis and political turmoil. In several states of northern Venezuela, buildings collapsed. This was filmed on the outskirts of the capital, Caracas. He wants to know what's happened to his mother. Yesterday was a national holiday. Many people were at home when just after 6 p.m. in the evening, everything began to shake. A man films as he flees his high-rise building, encountering more and more destruction as he goes. Responding to this will be a major challenge for the interim president, who's been running the country since her predecessor, Nicolás Maduro, was abducted by the US.
I
must inform you that the hardest hit state by this unprecedented seismic event is the state of La Guaira. There are tens of collapsed buildings, and we're working hard to save as many lives as God allows us.
It is a desperate search for survivors, and they've been working through the night. In these kind of rescue operations, every hour counts. Offers of help are pouring in from around the region and beyond, but this is a country where many were already reliant on aid. We don't yet know the scale of this unfolding humanitarian crisis, but it's clear the needs are urgent.
Well, it's been quite shocking. We haven't seen anyone come to help the team. Up until this very moment, there hasn't been any heavy equipment or officials to assist us. It's been a pretty intense experience.
This map shows the epicenter and intensity of the first earthquake, which was immediately followed by the second, stronger one. In the capital, Caracas, a woman shows the damage done to her home. "Thank God my daughters are safe," she says. But across the disaster zone, many are still trapped under rubble, and everyone knows the death toll will rise. One international aid agency said its staff were witnessing devastation beyond belief. Caroline Hawley, BBC News.
Well, BBC journalist Vanessa Silva is based in the Venezuelan capital, Caracas, and she sent us this update from there.
At my back, one of the buildings that collapsed here in Caracas after the strong earthquakes that affected at least 7 states of the country. Police corpses and rescue teams are here working, removing the rubble, looking for survivors. I know at least for a family of 4 members, a mother and her 3 daughters are trapped here. This is just one among the buildings that collapses, not only here but in other parts of the city. The mayor of Chacao has said that at least 3 buildings collapses there, and there are damages in the infrastructure of other 30. Heavy machinery and training dogs have been used in the rescue labors. The classes were suspended, also the non-essential works. The level of the damages along the country and the number of victims will be known in the coming hours.
Vanessa Silva reporting there from Venezuela.
All right, so, with that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Marakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings and citations to the hopeful elect, the Bayak, the Awadah, the house of David, Kwam Yasha Allah, Abad Babal, repent ye, for the kingdom of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is at hand. Shalom.